What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Kay here. I just want to talk to you guys for a second, so if you feel like listening, then I'm about to talk. I'm gonna leave a timestamp on the screen somewhere when the actual tutorial starts if you just want to see the tutorial. But yeah, I just feel like I just want to come on camera and just talk for a second. The thing that I want to talk about is I know that I have not posted a video in a minute, probably like, if not a month, almost a month. But the reason for that is this was the end of the semester, and the end of the semester is always the most stressful time for me, and these videos are something that I make when I get stressed. But if I get too busy for my hobby, then like I'm really busy, because I always make time to make these videos. So yeah, that's why I haven't had a video up. I am a full-time student, if you guys didn't know, and I have a part-time job on campus. Just bear with me when it comes to, you know, my consistency. But I do appreciate y'all for supporting me so far. We just hit 700 subscribers not too long ago, and for me to hit 700 and I haven't posted a video in almost a month was like big to me. I mean, hitting 700 period is big to me, but I was just really like, wow, these people really do, you know, support me and like my videos. Even when I feel like I should quit making videos, you guys still subscribe to my channel, and you make me feel like this is something that I should, you know, keep doing. I just feel like coming on here and just talking to you guys and just letting y'all know what's been going on with me while I've been missing and stuff, because it bothers me when I don't post videos. I've came to my channel almost every day, and I've just seen the weeks pass by that I haven't posted a video, and it bothers me. And I appreciate you for understanding, for those of you who do understand. If you don't, I just appreciate you for being here anyway and just supporting anyway. Another thing I want to mention, I know my review for this hair was supposed to be up literally last month, but this will be the next video that I post. So I'm gonna do the review probably tomorrow, and I'll post it like a couple days or the day after I post the video for this look. I know a lot of you have been asking about the hair, and I'm about to take it out, so I'll either go ahead and, you know, make the last review on it. Anyway, thank you for your support so far. If you're here and you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because as you can see, we are growing. So yeah, I'm just get on to the video of this look. And if you are still listening, like, shout out to you, for real. Anyway, I'm getting too comfortable. I hope you guys enjoy the look. Alright, y'all, so starting out with some scotch tape, I'm gonna put this on the side of my eye to, you know, give me that nice crisp look with this, because I want this to be like crisp on the edges. So putting the tape there, and then I'm gonna prime my eyes with concealer. I used to use like actual eyeshadow primer, but I don't know, I just really like using the concealer now. I like how it's like the actual color of my skin, because my eyeshadow primer was like kind of light. And I'm just gonna set it. You can set it with whatever powder you have. I'm setting it with my face powder, just to make the transitions with the eyeshadow smooth. Some people don't do this, and then your eyeshadow can look like patchy, so you know, just set your eyeshadow base. After that, using my Morphe 35B palette, I think that's what this is, and I'm taking that purple shade that I pointed to, and that's going to be my transition. And I cut it out of this tutorial, but I actually like really blended that shade. And then I'm going to take that magenta shade that I just pointed to and use that to, you know, build up my crease. So as you can see, I keep dipping my brush back into the palette. Just start off with a little bit, blend it up, and then work your way up. And I think I showed like how many times I like, you know, went back into the palette, because, you know, it's important to start off with a little bit and blend up, rather than starting off with a lot and then having like this big old pink eye, and that's really not what we were going for. So yeah, as you can see right here, you know, it's looking really smooth and it's blown out, but at the same time, it's still blended, which is what I wanted. Alright, so just using that purple right there and putting that in my crease, but this time I'm going to put this like directly in my crease. I'm going to keep it lower than I kept the magenta shade. I wanted the magenta shade to be like seen through every other color, you know, if you know what I mean. So that's how I wanted that, but this one I just wanted there for, you know, some depth in the eyeshadow. After that, I'm going to take that one right there, that purple, and I'm using that one because it has like a blue undertone to it, and the eyeshadow that we're going to put on our eyelid is like a duochrome shadow, and it has like I think it reflects like purplish blue and pink. So that's like kind of where I was going with all this. I actually didn't really know what I was doing. I was planning on using a whole different eyeshadow for my lid, but that didn't work out. So I'm going to take the black and put that on my outer corners of my eye. And y'all know with black, you really want to start off with a little bit, because black can get crazy really fast. But I wanted this really smoky, so I added, like, you know, a good amount of black. So once I'm done with all my crease colors, I'm going to take my concealer and this flat brush right here, and I'm going to use that to, you know, carve out my half crease. Since I do have hooded eyes, I go over my hood, so that way when I open my eye, you can, like, still see that, you know, it's a cut crease there. And this is the eyeshadow that I was talking about, the duochrome shadow. It's from Buxom. I don't know the name of it, like, off the top of my head, but I'll leave it down below if you want to know what it is. It's really pretty, as you can see. And I'm just going to pack it on. First I'm going to pack it on dry, and then I'm going to spray my brush with some Fix Plus and put some more on, just to, like, really intensify it, so you can, like, really see the colors of the shadow, because the colors are, like, really cool. So the way that I personally like to blend out, like, my half cut creases, are I take a shade that I use in my crease. So for this look, I'm going to take the magenta shade that we use, that we, like, really blonde out, and I'm going to, like, pack that on top of the black in my outer corner and use my brush to really, like, blend together that duochrome shade and the rest of the shadows. Just because you don't want, like, a harsh edge, like you just stopped with your concealer right there, you want it to still be blended. And after I do that, I'm going to pack on some more black and blend it, because putting the magenta shade on top kind of, like, washed out the black. So I'm really just spending time blending here, pretty much, going back and forth between the black and the magenta until I feel like my half cut crease is, like, blended out nicely. And then I'm going to do my eyeliner. So the great thing about the tape being there is that I can be, like, pretty much as sloppy as I want on my wing, and it's still going to come out bomb in the end. So I sped this part up because, you know, I'm not really doing anything special. The tape is pretty much doing all the work for me right here. So after I'm done with that, I'm just going to take off the tape, and I have this nice crisp line. You could blend out that line if you want to, but I kind of felt like, you know, I wanted the tape there to make it so crisp, so I just kept it crisp, and I liked it like that. Moving on to my face, just going to prime my face as usual and put on some foundation. This foundation is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and it actually matches me really good. And y'all know I struggle, like, with trying to find a foundation that matches me really good for some reason. I don't know why. And I am using a beauty blender. If y'all watched my very first foundation routine that I made, like, over a year ago, I said that I would not purchase a new beauty blender because of what happened to my old one. But my Real Technique sponges, I started to notice that they were, like, really hard, and I heard that the beauty blenders are really soft. Like, I would have to, like, wet my Real Technique sponge a lot to get it to be soft, and then when it was so wet, it was taking the makeup off my face, so it was like a lose-lose kind of relationship with the Real Technique sponge. So I gave in and bought a new beauty blender, and I'm so happy I did. Like, my makeup looked so good when I recorded this video yesterday. Even though I didn't go anywhere, it still looked really good, and it's all thanks to this little beauty blender. So I'm gonna set my face as usual. I'm just using the Sasha Buttercup powder, I think that's what I'm using, and just setting my face. But, like, since it's the winter time, my face has gotten, like, dry, and if I bake for too long, it'll get, like, scaly, and I'll show y'all in a minute, like, what I'm talking about, because I literally only let this powder sit on my face for probably, like, a minute and a half, I think, at the most, and it dried up, and it caused some dry spots on my face, and it always does that, like, especially on the left side is where it does it, and I hate it because I really like to, like, bake my face. But whatever, I can't let the powder sit on there too long right now because, you know, skin is getting a little dry. My lower lash line, I'm just going to pretty much take the eyeshadows that I took in my crease. So first the magenta shade, and I'm going to skip over that bright purple and just take that, like, blue violet right there and just use that and smoke out my lower lash line with that shade. Just, like, the same colors I did in my crease. And I'm going to take a black eyeliner. This can be like any kohl black eyeliner or anything like that, and just put it in my waterline. I thought about doing like a cream liner, but I felt like with the black on the outer corner, a black eyeliner would like really smoke it out. So using a new shade in the Black Radiance powder that I usually use to bronze my face, now I'm using Ebony. And I like Ebony because like it's a little bit more intense, so I can like really see it on my skin. And I like an intense contour for the winter. I don't know why, it just looks really fierce. So yeah, I really like the shade. And I put on my eyelashes, but I'm going to cut this because I really struggled putting on my lashes today. And I think it was because I couldn't find my tweezers and I don't have my acrylics on, so I'm literally just using my short nails, and it's a little bit more difficult like that. To highlight, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo in number 2. And this is like my go-to highlighter. I usually always use this, but sometimes I want something a little bit more intense like I did this day, because as you can see, this wasn't giving me like the life that I wanted. So I dipped into my champagne pot from Becca, and it always gives me like, you know, exactly what I want. It's over the top, but sometimes it takes it too far. So I use a brush, which is what I'm doing right here. I use a brush and I just go over my highlight and my contour just to kind of, you know, tone it down some. For my inner corners, I just took my MAC pigment in Naked, and it went so pretty with the look because it's not like gold. It's kind of just like this frosty, I don't know, it's frosty and it's really pretty, so it went good with the look. After that, just going to spray my face with some Fix Plus and then move on to my lips. So for my lips, I'm going to line them with MAC Cork lip liner. And after I line them with MAC Cork, I'm going to fill them in with the MAC lipstick in Smoke Purple. But I decided to add some gloss. But I decided to add gloss like after my camera stopped recording. And the gloss that I used was the Pat McGrath Clear Gloss. And that gloss is a really nice gloss to go like on top of lipsticks and stuff. But yeah, that's it. That's all I did. So once I did that, I was like done with the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Definitely wear this to a Christmas party or whatever. Wear this to work, girl. Do whatever you do. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, you guys.